Hello everyone, my name is Rahul and welcome to my channel Rahul QA Labs. So in today's tutorial, we will learn about the user management in Mantis BT. So let's see some points on user management. So the very first point is there is no limit on the number of user accounts that you can create on this Mantis application. Another important point is by default, the users with administrator access level, they have the access to create the user accounts. So let's start and let's see how to create an account in Mantis. Let us log in into the application. Okay, so we came back on the landing page. So click on this manage link. Okay, and go to manage users. So this is the interface of the manage users where you can create the users with all the details and with all the access levels. So let us see how we can create an account. Click on create new account. So it is asking for username. Suppose I will give some name as test login 1. Real name you can give any dummy name or the name as per the project requirements. Email. Okay. So email, you can take the email of that concerned person. I have created a test email on Gmail. Give the email ID out here. Then access level. So what will be the access level for this particular person? He will be a viewer or he will be a reporter. He will be a developer or a manager or an administrator. So let us take, as of now, reporter. So this particular person that we are creating, he will be having the access level of a reporter and enabled. So enabled means this account is still active. So you have to check that box. Means you are enabling that particular user. Okay, so let's click on create user. Okay, so created user test login with an access level of reporter. So we have created a user. After the creation operation is successful, this page will be displayed where it is showing edit user. If you have written some details mistakenly, you can change those or edit those details out here. And after changing the details, you can click on update user. Say for example, I just want to change the login name 11. I will click on update. Okay, see, the operation is successful. So, see, the username got updated. So this is how you can create and you can edit a user in Mantis BT application. Now let us see some other information related to this page. So okay, so you see here, notify user of this change. So that is ticked. That means whenever you are changing any information related to a particular user, he or she will get an email, like notification kind of thing that so and so details are updated for you. Please have a look. Something like that, email notification. And this is used for the resetting the password, reset password button. Then this is used for deleting the user. If you don't want to use this user anymore, you can click on delete user and the user will be deleted. And this is impersonate user. So next one is impersonate user. So impersonate user, this action can only be done by the administrators, and normally it is done to reproduce the issues that are logged by a particular person or by a particular user, and to check whether the users are having the particular accesses to the project, and they are able to connect to the API services with the other systems as well. So impersonation means uh, trying to log in as that particular user and checking all the accesses. Okay. So next, coming to add user to the project. Now you have created the user. Now you have to add that user to these projects. So suppose I want to add this user to Rahul QA Labs. I will click on add user. Okay. So see, assign projects. As soon as we add this particular user to this project, it gets assigned and the link will be displayed here. Rahul QA Labs, the person is a reporter and it is a public profile. If you want, you can click on remove and it will ask you for a dialog like dialog box. Are you sure you want to remove this user from this project? Click on remove user and operation is successful. Okay, see, so assigned projects got removed. This is again the same access levels are represented out here, and these are the account preferences for this particular user. So this is the default project to which this user is allocated. So as of now it is all project. You want to select any particular project, you can select it from here. Then these are some like time related fields, some refresh fields and redirection fields. And these are some email notifications that the particular user will be receiving. So email on new, email on change of handler, email on resolved. So whenever this user performs some action, so this Mantis application will send an email on these criterias, like if he changes the issue to resolved, or if he closes the issue, or if the issue is reopened. So on all these criterias, the email will be sent to the particular person. Okay, so these are other normal details like time zone and what is the language that is followed and font family, etc. Okay, so these preferences you can update here from here, clicking on update preferences, and like you can reset the preferences to the default ones as well. Okay, so this is the like how you can create a user in Mantis BT. And now let's have some points on like what happens as soon as a user is created. So whenever you create a user, so that particular entry will go into the database. And if that particular user has email notifications on, so the user will receive an email which will allow him to activate his account and set the password. So everything will be in the email. How the instruction, what are the instructions to, activate the account and set the password. And information about the user like username, email, IP address, they will be included as well in the email. Okay, so these are some important points. Another important point is you can enable or disable the user accounts as well. Okay, so some points related to enable and disable are uh, all the currently active sessions. As soon as you disable the particular user, so all the currently active sessions for the account will be logged out, and then the account is will be disabled. And normally it happens when the person leaves the team. So normally whenever a person is leaving the team, so you want to disable the account. You are not deleting the account, but you are just disabling the account. Okay, another important point is that person will no longer be able to log in with that particular user ID and password, or with that account, and no further email communication will be sent to the account. Next one is the user account will not be shown anymore in the lists as well. So like assign to or send reminder to, several lists are there. In those lists also the user account will not be uh, included. Okay, so these are the points related to whenever you are disabling the user accounts. And another thing is you can even delete the account. So in order to retire someone, retire means like getting that person out if the person leaves the team, so you can disable the account. Another one is now you are deleting the account. You can delete the account as well. So the points related to deletion of the account, two important points. Only administrators can delete the account, and deleting users is not a reversible process. Once the users are getting deleted, you cannot bring those users back, and all the activities that they have done on the issues, it cannot be reversed back. Okay, so I hope these points are clear to you all: how to create a user, how you can edit the user, how you can reset the password, how you can delete the user. So thank you very much guys for watching my video, and if you like the video, do subscribe my channel and keep sharing knowledge, keep growing in life. Thank you very much. Bye bye.